There is a little bit of an issue, okay? And you already know what the issue is. That's you on the video. When you walk by my desk, you had your hands in the pocket the same way that video. He knows what happened.
It's okay, son.
Stop crying. Stop crying, bro.
And he went off the first time, it went off, boom. Then he went to reaching for his gun. As he went to reaching for his gun, that's when the aiming got him.
You shot till it was empty?
Yes.
This is Nicholas Lindsay. On February 21st, 2011, Nicholas was spotted trying to break into a car near the Tropicana baseball field in Street Petersburg, Florida. But when Officer David Crawford approached, Nicholas pulled out a gun and shot the 25-year veteran multiple times at point-blank range. A fellow officer heard the gunshots and raced to the scene, only to find Officer Crawford already deceased. More than 200 officers across multiple law enforcement agencies scoured the city for the suspect. It ended the next night when community tips and surveillance video led to the arrest of the 16-year-old Lindsay. He was brought into an interrogation room for questioning, where his parents strongly encouraged their son to confess to the crime that even they believe he committed. Nicholas claims he was dropped off by a friend before his attempt to steal the car and was then spotted and approached by Officer Crawford.
I get out of the car, jump on the wall, man. The man got shot. He come out of the corner. He tell me to stop.
But he claims that firing the gun was an accident and that it simply went off as he was pulling it from his jacket.
I tell my hand with my jacket. And I do that, just hit. Pow, 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 pow. It's still the fall. It's in my mind. This much.
While unintentional discharges among gun users are possible, they rarely happen 5 times in a row, and it makes his story instantly suspicious.
And where did the shots come from?
I don't know. It's just, I just heard it, and then when I heard him, I just took off running.
Nicholas says that he burned the clothes he was wearing the night of the shooting.
What did you do with the jacket you were wearing?
I burned it over there. But what I was telling you about,
Over by 8th Avenue and 14th Street?
Who was there?
nobody just me.
While he continues to claim it was an accident, these are hardly the actions of an innocent person. And when asked if he's told anyone else or if anyone else was involved in the shooting, he tells yet another one of his many lies.
Who did you tell what happened?
Nobody.
You
Yes.
have-
When you walked in the house.
Dude, we talked to some folks.
I told my cousin.
Who's that?
I didn't tell him that the other person did it. Because I didn't.
What'd you tell him?
When I walked in, I was like, bro, the officer got shot, bro, and I was there. It was like, you lying. So I just left it at that.
Nicholas now claims that when he was approached by Officer Crawford, he pulled his gun out of his jacket and, falsely believing the safety was on, unintentionally fired. Officer Crawford reached for his gun in response, and in fear for his life, Nicholas shot him multiple times.
You had a choice. Why did you pull the gun versus raise your hands?
Cause when I pulled it out, he already went to reaching, and it went
Because
off.
you were pulling. Okay.
It went off.
Okay.
How many times did it go off?
And it went off the first time, it went off, boom. Then he went to reaching for his gun. And as he went to reaching for his gun, that's when the aiming got him.
And you shot how many times? How many times did the gun go off? All right. You shot till it was empty.
Yes.
Where's the gun?
But detectives still need more information from the young man, like the gun's current whereabouts. Nicholas tells detectives that he'd recently purchased the gun for $140 and paid in cash. His mother laughs at the absurdity of the situation, most likely wondering how her son got to this point.
Get it for free or did you buy it?
Bought it.
How long ago?
Probably about a week.
How much you pay?
Getting like 140.
Cash?
Yeah.
All right. Who'd you get it off of, you know?
With Nicholas' confession now in the books, detectives allow his family to say their final goodbyes. While they seem to have accepted his fate, he continues his pointless pleas to go home. It's a wish he'll most likely never receive. The Lindsay's oldest son enters the room to share an emotional farewell with his killer brother.
A trial that lasted this entire week. Nicholas Lindsay, guilty of first-degree murder. That carries with it a mandatory life sentence for Nicholas Lindsay. He is only 17 years.
Nicholas Lindsay was charged and convicted of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The Supreme Court later ruled that mandatory life sentences for juvenile offenders is unconstitutional, and that courts must consider mitigating factors. Nicholas received a hearing based on this new judgment and was handed yet another life sentence.
It's what the judge ordered, so that's what it is. It is what it is.